Hey YouTube, in my last video I showed how I scan my negatives with my DSLR. In this video I'm going to show you how I go about processing those files. So I'll try to put a link somewhere to that video. Yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see on the screen here, I have the negative files. These are just a couple of colour and a couple of black and white photos. And I already have a preset made, which I'll just show you on a couple of these. Go to develop settings. This is in Bridge, by the way. I don't use Lightroom. And you can see I have some presets here, and I just click on scanned, and that brings me up to a file that allows me to easily see if it's in focus and how it looks. And same with the colour. I have a different one for the colour, and using these you can see they're quite flat, but using these just allows me to see easily how the photo looks, and I can just run a batch on the whole lot. But I'll show you how I do it from scratch instead of just saying I use this preset and away we go. So let's take all of these into Camera Raw, and we'll start from the start. So this photo was shot with my Canon A1 with a 50mm lens. This is a photo of my daughter. She likes to go out, she calls it adventuring. So we were just out adventuring, and I decided to document it on film as we went. So the first thing I do, I don't touch any of this. I do sometimes white balance it. Her hat was white, so I'll white balance it on there, and that'll take any colour cast out of it. For black and white it doesn't matter too much. And then I go straight into the curves, go into the RGB, and you can see we flipped the curves, and then you can just adjust your curves, set your black point, set your white point, and for black and white, that's all I do. You can do each of the colour channels, but that is mainly for colour negatives. And in this, everything's flipped over, so you just have to remember that if you're adjusting anything. Even if you go back and play with your exposure here, lightening it up, because you're still working with a negative file, it's just been flipped in the curves. So if you want to brighten it up, you just take it down a little bit. I think this file's pretty good once it's been flipped over. As you can see, this is the one that I use the preset on, and it's just been flipped. So all the preset does is just flips the curves over, and then it just saves that little bit of time, and it makes it easier when you're in Bridge to see. And then you can just come in and set your black point and set your white point, and then you can call it done, or you can go and adjust it more. Colour negatives are a little bit different. So for colour negatives, I grab the white balance tool. Sometimes auto white balance, it works a little bit because it's so orange. I normally just bring it all the way down to 0, and that you can see up here how they how the red, green and blue channels are spread apart, and as you bring the temperature down, they come closer to alignment, so it makes it easier. So what you have to do is flip these over, and as I said, using the preset already does this. So when I'm doing these colour negatives, I like to start on the blue. I don't know why that is, I just find it easier to go blue, green, red. I just find it easy to adjust the colours. It doesn't matter because you're still taking them all to the same points. But yeah, let's jump back in. So what you're doing is you're going to drag the point across until you're just getting the blue, and you can see just here that there is one little point there. That's the first, as I drag it across, just as you get onto that point, that's where you stop. And then you do the same for the green channel. Drag it across so it just touches. And if you go even just one or two too far, you can see there can be a big change. And then same for the red channel. Bring it across, still looking a bit funky. And then bring it across. And that's our point there. You can see if you take it back just a little bit, it's green. And you go a couple too far and it's really red. So you just want to make sure you're right on the point there. And this is still looking a little green, so I can just bring. And you could play with this and adjust it. This negative's in pretty poor condition. You can see it's got scratches and things on it too. This photo of my daughter was taken a year and a half ago and it's only just been processed, so I think just sitting there waiting to be processed with the negatives being damaged, but it's pretty easy to clean that up. But that's it there. And again, things are flipped when you go into your exposure. You can always adjust your tint here if the photo is a little bit too green or needs to be a little bit warmed up a little bit. You can cool it down. You can't warm it up a little bit, but you can change your tint here a little bit. I think -2 looks good. And so I'll just show you, this is a photo that's had my preset applied, and it's just the same, just go through it the same. I like to start with blue. And you just bring them in to match the point. So this just saves, the preset basically just saves me flipping each channel. So it just saves a little bit of time. And there's the point there. And that's that. And look at that red. This one was shot on Ultramax. In the reds looking at, the reds are fantastic in it. You can also go back into your RGB. You can see that hasn't been flipped, and you can adjust it. Adjust it there. Little, even just small adjustments, but everything's flipped. You just have to remember that everything is flipped. Small adjustments make a difference, but adjusting it too much can really skew your colours. I think I like that with no adjustments anyway. Same here. I'm just going to show you what you can do. So if I reset the temperature, just at 5,000, we can still go in, and you can see it's moved over a lot. You'd still go in and adjust your blue. You can leave your white balance where it is, because adjusting these is basically adjusting your white balance. It's adjusting the balance of colour in the image. We can see as we adjust our reds, see that we don't, so that's the first point there, and it doesn't look right. You can just keep on adjusting it, but then the colour's out. So that's why I colour balance first. You could go back and you could play with this a little bit if you wanted to warm the image up a touch, get it closer. I've just found taking it to 2000 to begin with, and then just adjusting all the colour channels. Individually after that. Seems to do a pretty good job. So that's how I process my film scans. It's pretty quick and easy. Once you've set up the preset, I might actually set up a Dropbox and a link to that Dropbox, so you can, if anyone wants to use the preset, to flip the channels over. But once that's done, it's pretty quick and easy. If you go through and check your photos and see which ones you just want to edit, the presets make it easy to do that. But as you can see, you get good colour out of it. And I think it looks pretty much how the film stocks are meant to look. That's the reason why I do it this way, is to get the actual look out of the film stock, because you can see the difference between these two. This one was shot on Ultramax. Obviously, it's a different day and different lighting, but you can see the difference in the film stocks. Those two. These were both HP5 shot at 800, pushed to 800. I'll zoom in and you can just see the grain. It's one of the things I like about HP5. It's the grain that's in there. So this is just a random guy I met. Saw me shooting a film camera and asked a couple of questions about it, because he's just started shooting film. So I forgot your name. Sorry, buddy. If you see this or anybody knows who it is, and you want your photo, you want this photo, just get in touch. Anyway, that's it for this one, and I shall see you next time. Later.